time for the Dokkovan stream again, this time with a new Bastion, the one that showed up in the opening that has not been revealed in the anime yet, so it's quite early surprisingly. But anyway, let's begin. So we start off with Lofty Knight Azuris, which is a grade 2 attacking power and the skill is Count Hand. When you would reveal grade 3 cards from your hand for the cost of your card's ability, this card can be treated as a grade 3 as well. This is obviously for the ride line because the ride line is what mainly wants you to reveal for grade 3s. Although being a grade 2 itself is where it's kinda iffy, even though, spoiler alert, the new Bastion does not exactly require a grade 3. But anyway, second skill. Auto, when placed on rearguard, if your Vanguard is Bastion, cost counterblast 1, choose one of your opponent's rearguards in the same column as this unit and put it to the bottom deck, which basically gives Bastion a removal card, which can be pretty nice. Like I said though, this is a grade 2 in a grade 3 base deck, and even though, spoiler alert, the new Bastion does not exactly require grade 3s, it can still hinder the deck. It can be a tech choice, just saying. Next, Grandier Edge Dragon, which is a grade 3 with attacking power and the skills. Count Hand. When you would reveal grade 3 cards from hand for a cost of your card ability, it can be treated as 2 cards. Once again, mainly for the ride line, but it is nice that this could be treated as 2 cards because obviously you don't want to reveal too much in your hand, and also the less cards you need to do something, the better. But anyway, second skill. Count Rearguard Guardian. If your Vanguard is Bastion, this card gets plus 10k power and 10k shield on your opponent's turn 2. So 23k beat stick, that is also 10k shield. Not bad, and besides, Bastion kinda needs more defensive cards as the deck is all grade 3 base. And also it's better than running that one grade 3 that basically gives itself 10k shield or 20k shield if you're grade 4. Because this could work offensively too, and this is going to be very helpful for that. Finally, to the new Bastion, Sword of Mankind Bastion Accord, which is a grade 3 returning power, and the skill is, the first one is Count Vanguard. This card is also treated as Apex Ruler Bastion. This is going to be very important because there are some cards that only interact with Apex Ruler Bastion, so just being able to count as that is of course very helpful. And basically this is Apex Ruler Bastion, except just with some golden armor plating. But anyway, second skill. Count Vanguard. All your grade 3 or greater units in the front row cannot be chosen by your opponent's card abilities, while also getting plus 5k power, both players' turns. Yes, some added protection and power for all your grade 3 units in the front row that are rearguards. This is definitely better than the original Bastion by default, because that only gives out 2k. And that's also to itself, but still, 2k barely makes a dent. The big part is the added protection. That is just the biggest part that makes this card much better. But the third skill, Auto Vanguard. At the end of battle of this unit attack, choose one of your grade 3 or less rearguards and stand it. And then if your opponent's at grade 3 or greater, that unit gets this ability. Auto Rearguard. Once per turn, when this card attacks, cost counterblast 1, discard a Bastion from your hand, and the unit performs drive check into the end of that battle. So not only that it doesn't require RNG to perform your stand, it also gives that rearguard drive check. The only thing that you sacrifice is the power. And what I mean by earlier saying that this doesn't need to specifically need grade 3 is also because of this third skill saying grade 3 or less rearguards. So if you happen to restand a grade 2, you only get 1 drive check, but that's also why I say it's probably best to play all grade 3s, because if you do that on a grade 3, it's going to be a twin drive. And 2 twin drive attacks is definitely going to be very powerful. Yes, you do lose the 10k power buff, but you do get a 5k power buff already, so that's already a decent trade-off right there. Not only that, this new grade 3 Bastion actually can let you play a lot of old cards that were used to be not really great with original Bastion. And in fact, you can still tech in the Bastion Prime in this deck as a pretty good finisher with multi-rearguard attacks. While this one still gives you 1 rearguard attack with drive checks, it's debatable which one is better. And besides, this one requires you to discard a Bastion as well, so this can also cause a little bit of a debate whether would you Persona Ride or not. But the fact that you have 3 different Bastions also makes this pretty good. And besides, counting as regular Apex Ruler Bastion means that you have 2 different ways of Persona Riding, but I'd rather go for Bastion Prime than over Apex Ruler Bastion if you're going to go for that. So there are many things that you can do here with this new Bastion. I just really love the fact that this new Bastion can synergize with a lot of old cards that used to be not that great for the Apex Ruler Bastion itself. And also the fact that it doesn't exactly change the deck too much, unlike Vehement's Bruce. But than that, I have to say, Bastion players, rejoice. So that's it for the new Bastion with its support. What do you guys think of it? Like I gave to my thoughts with the reveal of Bastion, it's just great. Of course, a huge upgrade to the original, not only counting as regular Bastion, which is also very helpful, but giving protection and the fact that it can still play with all the older cards plus more. That used to be probably not great for regular Bastion because of grade 3 reasons. This one in a way still probably wants you to go full on grade 3, but at least that you can still tech some of the non-grade 3s in. Also 2 attacks with drive checks each, reminds me of Blade Master a bit. And also I think Bastion Prime is still pretty good in this deck. So yeah, I have to say I really like this new Bastion. But that's for this and see you all next time.